Update: our threesome broke me 35F, 37M. I deleted my original post, but I'm sure it lives on somewhere. TLDR, I'm staying. Long story short, I came to Reddit 2 weeks ago to hash out some feelings I had following our second FFM threesome. July 2023. My husband broke a boundary by having a twosome with the other woman that started while I was sleeping. It felt like infidelity right in front of my face. Thousands of people reacted to the post, most stating that his actions were cheating. Another large portion believed I gave consent, because my husband asked my permission, and I froze and did not say no. Many people called me stupid. I can understand all perspectives. I agree. It was cheating. You don't ask to change a boundary in the act of breaking it. He understands that now. Hindsight is 2020. While I disagree with him believing he had consent, I forgive him. He has since genuinely apologized and is remorseful. I agree that a threesome was stupid for us to do, and that none of us three was ready for a threesome. I lack a spine, and they lack impulse control. In my original post, I said our marriage was otherwise good. I really truly mean that. We are not perfect, but our relationship was respectful, kind, loving, and balanced. We discussed a threesome for months, going over feelings and potential negative outcomes, but felt the benefit outweighed the risk. Stupid. I know. Again, hindsight is 2020. I spoke with a marriage counselor. I explained how I feel traumatized, how my body doesn't respond to my husband since that night, and how I desperately want to stay and leave at the same time. I started looking at apartments and embraced the thought of having space to heal. But my heart was breaking, too. In a nutshell, the counselor said leaving is the easy thing to do. She didn't blame me for wanting to walk away. The pain is real and living like this is hard. The harder thing would be to stay and work to repair the damage and rebuild the trust that we had for so many years. I am going to lose a ton of karma for saying this, but I choose to stay and rebuild. My marriage is worth saving, and my opinion matters more than the words of strangers. I will continue individual therapy, and we will see a marriage counselor. And no more threesomes. What a SHT show. Things people will do for a few mint of physical pleasure. Sad. So, what are the actionable steps your husband is gonna take to truly take accountability and make you feel safe again sexually and emotionally? Reason I don't want threesome: I don't want to share what is mine. That therapist is not in your best interest. A therapist never ever tell you things like, leaving is easy and staying is hard work for what you have, which is bullshit. Leaving is harder because you leave what you had, your comfort zone. You have to start over and build a life for yourself and give up on someone you used to have. Even if you're going to stay, change therapist and never ever let them manipulate you like that. I wonder if it was a therapist your hubby found. Leaving isn't easy. It is hard. Leaving takes courage. Leaving is taking a risk. This is the kind of situation that you should find that courage and leave. You are erasing yourself and ruining your mental health in order to chase an unattainable dream. With him, get a new therapist so that maybe someday you can make progress and take care of yourself. Can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved. Lol. Short term. Ending the marriage is incredibly hard. Much more so than continuing the relationship. But in the long run it's easy, because you are accepting the relationship is over. And now you can move on. Long term. Saving and maintaining the relationship is going to be incredibly hard. You will have to push through the feelings of broken trust and resentment, and then decide to forgive your partner to the point where you trust them again and do not hold That broken trust over their head with a lingering resentment that just makes you despise them. Just because something is hard doesn't mean it's the right choice. Going swimming when it's 40°F is hard. And also a bad idea. No shaming or anything, but how will you touch your husband without having flashbacks of that night? I mean, I know I could not. Interesting update. Thanks for sharing up. I would echo the other commenters who caution you about staying in this relationship. Your brain and heart may want to, but your body checked out the moment it happened. I remember your story vividly, and your husband violated you so fully that you vomited after the act. You mention in this update you no longer react to him physically. How is that sustainable? I feel like your body has been screaming something at you that your brain refuses to accept. Have you considered sleeping with another man? How would your husband respond to that? How does he feel about what he did, and how is he going about rebuilding your trust? It's not your job to rebuild it. I guess I just don't see what's so bad with taking the easy road. In a universe where lifespans are limited and other potential partners are plentiful. But you do you. It's not surprising. Someone who lacks a spine stays with someone who lacks impulse control. They require each other to survive. Because who else would put up with them? I love how the harder option is touted as the best option simply because it's harder. Sometimes the easy way is best. Relationships are hard enough as it is when there's no cheating right in front of your face. Sex is way too important to me to waste future decades on someone I no longer sexually trust or respond to. Who needs to spend decades trying to get that back? Just because new pussy was so tempting for him. Damn. A marriage where the guy is just staying with you cause there is no other option is not worth saving. It's going to eat you slowly daily and build insecurity in you. If I saw his dick in another woman I would die, FYI. I hope your husband is getting individual counseling too. He's the one that broke your trust. Once boundaries are crossed, it's hard to go back to the world you had before. Every option here is difficult, none of them are easy. What matters the most is which hard do you want for yourself? Do you want the hard choice of staying in a relationship trying to rebuild trust after a door that should have never been opened was opened? Or do you move on with your life trying to heal and move forward after this experience? None are easy. I can't give you advice on which path you should take. All I can offer is this. You can change your mind after any decision you have made. But the level of difficulty increases with any choice made after choosing either. Give yourself grace. You're human. You're allowed to feel what you feel, it's all valid. Make the decision that is best for your mental and emotional health. Never have a threesome while in a relationship or married. It will 100% ruin things. Only do it when single and everyone is on board. Or I guess if you are already in the swinging lifestyle. If he is begging you to stay though, offer the MFM version of it. See if he will play along with another dude and mostly focus on him. I am going to lose a ton of karma for saying this. But I choose to stay and rebuild. Everyone knew this would be the outcome. You refuse to listen to people because you can't accept that your marriage is a sham. I always thought leaving was the hardest choice. And that's how I ended up staying with a man after almost the exact same situation you describe. You deserve better than this. But I completely understand why you are choosing to stay. Somehow I feel like finances and codependence are factors as to why she's choosing to stay. Leaving is hard, too, though. I get what she's trying to say. Either way, there's a lot of grief involved. I wish you the best. Good luck to you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.